After Christmas, I met the families who'd been flooded out of their homes in Cooper. I promised I would do everything I could to prevent it happening again. Now, I'm told by experts that part of the solution is to help farmers cope with extreme weather events from climate change through additional investment in fields and rivers. But the AIC scheme that the Minister's talked about isn't primarily about flooding and dealing with those issues. And the River Bank Fund, which she didn't mention, is about repairing rather than adapting. So is the Minister going to establish a new fund that will really help farmers and landowners deal with the effects of flooding, so I can go back to my residents in Cooper and tell them that I've done everything I possibly can?
Cabinet Secretary.
First of all, I think the member raises a hugely important point, and of course I was so sorry to hear about the impact on his constituents, and having experienced similar events in my own constituency as well, know just how devastating the impact of these flooding events can be. I appreciate what the member has said in relation to the AIC scheme and in relation to the flood bank repair scheme as well. I'm not in a position today, obviously, to commit to a new fund in relation to that, because obviously this isn't necessarily something that sits within my own portfolio. It involves working with other colleagues across government, particularly Mary McCallan in her role too. But what we have committed to, and one action that we'll be taking forward, is having a discussion with our regulators, with farmers. This started from a commitment that was actually about water scarcity in the summer last year. But of course, with the events that we've seen over the winter, we know that we need to consider those issues more in the round and consider some of the flooding events that we've seen too. So there is a commitment for that work to happen and to take place. And I believe that we do have a meeting in relation to that, which is due to take place next month.